say a poem. That's cool?
You better do it, girl.
I'm gonna do this one because it's in my spirit, so maybe somebody can hear it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've written poems about him. I've written poems about him. No pens and pads, just looking into his eyes guides my poetic lines. You see, I want to build nations with him. Conversations with him give me sparks like no fluids and lighters. I'm willing to go through flames for him like survivors and house fires. And when he hold me, I can feel how much he knows me. You see, I'm his rose, and when we communicate, sometimes it feel like I'm in his head walking streets of gold. You see, we get a certain type of power every time we hug, and I love him so much that I want my love to make love to his love just so we can give birth to new love. Deep down inside, they say love is pain, so maybe that's why he liked to see me cry. You see, I gave him vows before he gave me a ring. I was willing to give him everything, including my self-esteem, because I knew I was wifey material, not just another name in his phone book list. And then one day I realized, how can I love him when I don't even know what love is? See, me, I wanted to be his equal. I wanted to be his equal. If he was Mr., I'd be his miss. But since he called himself a top dog, I was a bad bitch. No time without him. I said I wanted to be his equal. I wanted to be his equal. If he was Mr., I'd be his miss. But since he called himself a top dog, I was a bad bitch. No time for values and morals. They all went ignored. Because when you're a bitch, you can't stand for anything. Because you live on all fours. Juggling different women kept him busy like three-way phone lines. And I wanted to be his main line as I watched him destroy women's lives, hoping one day he'll end it. This nigga destroyed more lives than abortion clinics. You see, he told me that I would die without him. Wow. And so I lived for him. And although he treated me less of a woman, I always wanted more of him. I wanted him to feel the same way that I felt. I wanted him to weep the same way that I felt. I wondered why he hated me every time he left. Wonder why I loved him more than I loved myself. You see, I've written poems about him. Poems that I could never recite. All the wrong poems that felt so right. They say love is blind. Maybe that's why I couldn't see all this self-hatred I had built up inside of me. Maybe that's why I hated to be around other females. love her, so she keep her morals here. But sister, God ain't create bitches and niggas. A bitch nigga did. See, knowledge will give you power, but it's wisdom that will give you control. I've learned that I don't need material things, no silver, no gold. I need knowledge, food for thought. So for breakfast, I started to eat the parables that Jesus spoke. And for lunch, I started to eat the letters Dr. King wrote. And for dinner, I started to eat my poems in the situations I'm fighting. So now when I burp, everybody around me gets enlightened. I've written poems about him until one day, I decided I wanted to be free. Shit, I think it's about time I started to write all these poems about me.